ever wondered how some people are so good at presenting things? Influencers, YouTubers, and now AI. In this video, we'll learn 3 steps to bring presentation to life. Haha. Step number 1 is studying app preparation. But guess what? Don't be scared. In this tip, we just need one tiny hour of studying, because actually studying is the most important thing. We would know everything about this topic we are studying, or what we are actually, the topic we are presenting. You know what happens when a professor asks me about something? Like, hey, Karim, you need to do a presentation. This is what would happen.
Huh?
Then my face would turn yellow a little bit, blue, and I'll freak out. But guess what? It's all fine. You know, if we think about everything at one point, our feelings would actually mix up. We will become scared, just like this. Then our scaredness, and we'll be crying like that. And at the end, boom! While studying, sometimes I think about people. So don't worry if people look at you and laugh at you weirdly. It doesn't just happen to you, it happens to everyone. Every single person who comes on the stage or in front of people, they would feel exactly the same thing. Oh my God, look at him. Oh my God, but it's fine actually. If we look at it from a different perspective, oh my God, this person is doing such a good job. He's doing, or that she has done amazing work studying and researching this specific problem or this specific topic. Step number 2 is my favorite, slide designing. This allows us to feel not sad but happy. You know, not only AI can do that, we can do it much better. You can do it much better actually. Believe me, believe in yourself. Yeah. You know, you can incorporate ChatGPT, for example, to generate some background knowledge as well, like what ideas you can do with slide designing. And also this step is very amazing and important, because the previous one, we learned a lot of things about our topic, which makes us feel confidence instead of being shy. And if you feel shy right now or confident, please drop this subscribe button. I love you all. Also, you can actually, in this step, you can actually use previous slides that you already have had, or some ideas. You can use PowerPoint to put some pictures, and it shows you some ideas about designs and what you can do with that. Step number 3, my favorite step actually. Now it comes to the reality. It's time to rehearse. It's time to film ourselves and see how we sound. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh. Actually, in fact, let me tell you one thing. This step is so important. Why? Because you need to film yourself and listen to yourself. You know what my reaction if I listen to my own voice? Look at this. I may not sound that good, or you sound not good, but trust me, everyone thinks this way, the same way. However, once we actually film ourselves and listen to how we actually sound, it's more powerful than you ever think actually. Give it a try and see that. Also, there are some tips that might help you out during rehearsing. For example, you can use some flashcards while you're actually walking somewhere in the park, for example, like here, or you can do it anywhere you want, rehearse. The flashcards are very important, then you can actually utilize them during a presentation. We will see an example right now, which is our last segment in this video. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Alright guys, good talk. Just the moment I've been waiting for to break the ice with everyone. Probably Victoria and Carter had seen something like this before in a different class. Have you ever heard of a song called The Sound of Silence before? Probably it's very famous. But today, since we are scientists, we have the sound of concern. Right? These are the sounds that we all wait for probably, and we cannot sleep at night waiting for these sounds to be solved, right? What are those sounds actually? Those are the concerns that keep all researchers and young scientists probably thinking about them all night. Talking about fuel, by the way, you can relate to which professor or whom professor. Look at this young scientist here. Thinking about what solutions we can have. I'm pretty sure 100%, like all of us probably would have the same thing. First thing we'll look at, like the introduction, the problems, they're all similar. It's like a matter of chain, starting with the population of human, right? But let's just take a moment of reflecting on the things that we'll be discussing today. Typical presentation. However, let's start with the first one, which is the population of human. Now, what is it? The projected like 7 billion or 9 billion people on Earth? Possibly, like I don't know. But it's not a problem because when I'm working with fuel, it's not an issue. But the issue comes with the population itself. Since we have high number of people, this means we have a lot of demand. High demand, we need to provide food and everything. We are actually using fossil fuel in this case. The whole chain actually is very long, but every single aspect of it will be producing a lot of emissions, CO2 and things like that. So the population is not the concern, but the use of things like that. I will never want to see this thing every day. I don't know. You can actually think about it for a little bit. What is the main cause of this? Using fossil fuel probably? Not a green energy resource at all. So this is the problem. Here it comes. But let's take some facts and numbers through this conversation that we'll be having. The problems are very basic. Every single literature review you are reading depends on your field. There will be greenhouse gases, CO2, and etc. The thing is, since we have high demand of energy, we need to find a substitute for our fossil fuel. And the solution is probably you have heard of it, bio oil, which is the resource of the fast pyrolysis, which is the second aspect in here. If we have fast pyrolysis, then we will be having a lot of byproducts, which are the bio oil and the biochar. 70% and 30% for the biochar, 70% for the bio oil. What are the advantages of these two things? Mainly I'm talking about bio oil because it's my research. It's renewable, eco-friendly, biodegradable, based on the literature, obviously. And what are the key ideas behind that? No matter, like, whatever you have feedstock you put inside the pyrolysis reactor, you would have your own characteristic for that thing. This is a small diagram that shows how we are using waste, what we consider it's waste, all the way to have the biochar and the bio oil. Very straightforward. Then there are the knowledge gaps that we have in the literature depends on what you are reading. You will have different aspects because it's a big project, but what idea you're focused at, there would be like more gaps that you are looking for. In my case, you are looking at ECH, which is the electrocatalytic conversions. So you have the time, for example, how to optimize your bio oil, how to saturate it with hydrogen bonds and things like that, which also leads to reduce the risk of different things. And here we are, the references that I use. Obviously, critical pictures. And thank you.